Hey everyone, welcome to the TMS podcast. And today we are going to talk about something that most of the people really don't talk about. We are here today with Alexandra, who is deeply involved with Merge Forward community. So before diving into the Merge Forward community, I really wanted to know about you, Alexandra. So can you tell us a little bit about you?
Yeah, so I'm a DevOps Consultant at Eficode. I joined kind of being part of the CNCF about a year and a half ago, and this is my second KubeCon. So it's been a wild ride and trying to figure out where do I fit in and what can I contribute with. Deeply involved with that and very committed to talking about developer experience and how to put security into the developer experience and the DevSecOps space in general.
That's great. That's great. So, Alexandra, so today's topic is that what's Merge Forward community, how we are making impact as in community in Linux Foundation, right? So, can you tell us more about, because most of the people don't know about the Merge Forward and what kind of impact we are doing.
Yeah, so Merge Forward is one of the technical community groups in the CNCF and is working towards inclusion and accessibility. So we have several different subgroups for different minorities that are represented. We have 7 subgroups in total.
Yeah.
I'm personally part of the Friends of Dorothy group, which is the people that are part of the LGBTQ. Kind of joined there because it was so awesome to see that safe space that is so important to have as a person, like as a human being, to have somewhere where you're welcome and you can be you without judgment. And Merge Forward is fairly new, so we haven't been around long, but we've been working towards how to make events like this more accessible. Like one of the really simple but really impactful things that have been done is to look into how to make sure that there are captions on videos at keynotes and interpreters available, which makes this event suddenly accessible to deaf people.
Yeah. So, Alexander, when I was reading the Merge Forward document, so there is a groups that is comes under the Merge Forward community. So, can you tell us more about that? Like, how many groups are involved in Merge Forward community?
Yeah, so basically, at this point, we are 7 groups.
Okay.
And I'll see if I remember them all correctly.
Yeah.
So the Friends of Dorothy one is the one I'm part of. Then we got the Women in Tech. We got the Deep Roots, which is Indigenous people and people of color. We got the Deaf and Hard of Hearing. We got the Neurodiversity, and
I think we can check on the Merge Forward website as well. But this is what Merge Forward. So this is very interesting. So Alexandra, I wanted to ask, when did you join the Merge Forward?
So I actually found Friends of Dorothy before I found Merge Forward.
Okay.
And there was just this post about being a safe space and being a place where everyone is welcome. That really resonated with me, and I instantly joined the Slack channel. And then there was like a monthly huddle, and I joined that one, and then I was like, oh, this is part of Merge Forward. You might want to see what that's about too, and that was kind of my way into Merge Forward. We also have, meetings, planning. There's been a lot going on about, for KubeCon, Cloud Native Con, how to help with that. What can we do? We're still fairly new, so we're still trying to figure out how to make an impact. What do we need to, what can we do? And we love feedback. So we'd also definitely love the community to tell us, what do they need?
Yeah.
One of the things we've been talking about a lot is the, nothing about us without us.
Right.
So you need to ask the questions. You need to talk to the people that don't feel included. You need to talk to the people that don't find the venue accessible to figure out what would they need to make it more accessible. And that's also why we're trying to gather. We're trying to find some people that haven't maybe not felt they were super welcome before, or had some hurdles they had to get over to be part of the community, and figure out how to include all of these people, because we need all the people that want to join, right?
Right, that wants to, who wants to contribute and who wants to be involved, and that's very important that we will be able to provide them the platform. Also, like you said, we want to make the venue very accessible for them. So Did you notice any pain points from the community, like, okay, this is something that we are facing and we need to, work on?
Well, so the most visible one was that if you don't have sign language interpreters, like deaf people won't be able to interact with anyone.
Yeah.
Like a very simple but very impactful thing to add. Different people will need different things. For me personally, it's a lot about how I can be myself, how much I can show of who I am.
Yeah.
To the people around me, how safe I feel doing that. And I'm fairly privileged by where I live in the world. I don't meet much prejudice and bias by the way I look initially, apart from, of course, gender. And I have struggled with that, and it's also one of the reasons that I really love that we are building communities like this to figure out how to bridge that gap.
Right.
Some studies have showed that if you are visibly a woman on GitHub, your pull requests will meet more challenge than a visible, like someone not visibly a woman in the open source community. So there's a lot to work on that as well.
Right.
And we don't have all the answers. We don't know exactly what we need to do, but the first thing would be to gather the people that have the problems and take them just like one by one and see how much of an impact we can have.
Yeah, because this is a great initiative that we have, because I recently joined the Deep Root community, and that is really great. I mean, we are supporting each other and we know, okay, what we are facing.
Yeah.
So this is very important space we have, and I'm glad. Alexandra, did you see anyone who joined the Merge Forward community and suddenly they transform a lot?
But I think one of the things for me has mostly been that the experience of going to a conference like KubeCon has been completely transformed for me. So when before joining Merge Forward, being here was very overwhelming. I didn't know many people. I didn't have many safe spaces around because I didn't know where I fit in. And after joining Merge Forward, those are everywhere. Like the people that I already know that will, cheer me on when I have a talk, or they will come and, just say, good job.
Good job.
Like having some people that they have my back all of a sudden and and I have a place where I feel like I belong in this whole great community that is the CNCF.
Also, there's a lot of talk around the diversity, right? In the community as well. Some say good about the diversity, some say not so good about the diversity. So what's your opinion on it? Like, does diversity actually helping in the tech, or it just...
So I think one thing is that when you have diversity, you have a bigger pool of people to contribute.
Yeah.
And seeing what just happened for NGINX, and we need people, we need contributors, we need people who want to be part of this. Yeah. And if we exclude a whole group of people because they're not, fitting in this little box of expectations. Then we exclude a bunch of people that could have saved projects that are dying because they don't have maintainers.
Right, I can feel that about the NGINX.
And there's also just the whole thing we talk about the cloud native community. And I think there was a Merge Forward panel yesterday. And I think Jay said it really, really well at that panel, that what is a community? Well, it's a place where you put the people first.
Yeah.
And if you're not open to people because they look a certain way, or because they act a certain way, because they are different, then you're not really a community. You're not putting people first if you don't have room for people.
Yeah, so what do you think these open source communities and these initiatives to set up the diversity thing, they are really making an impact, right? That we have just discovered. So we just started the Merge Forward community. So what do you think the change is gonna happen after 5 years if that community succeeds?
Hopefully, I would really love to see more representation. So when you look at the speakers on stage, you get more representation. When you look at the people around the event, you will spot a lot more diverse crowd. You will get used to, I had the experience of, suddenly getting to join a sign language crash course, or...
I mean, that's really great initiative. I also wanted to join that.
And it's so cool, and getting to see how all of these things, and getting to learn about other people's worlds that I haven't been a part of.
Yeah.
and getting to know other people's challenges. And it's also making me grow as a person, because all of a sudden I have all these people in like close enough for me to openly ask questions like, what are your struggles, what do you face? And I get to learn all of these things, which is also making it a lot easier for me to be more inclusive and in general. So I love the learning path that I've been on by meeting all of these awesome people in the Merge Forward community.
That's great. And also, what do you think you really learn in these communities? That one thing that you're like, okay, I won't be able to learn this, no, not just the skill, it can be the quality or anything. Okay, I joined this community and I get to know about this thing, and this is really good thing.
Honestly,
Maybe,
if I
yeah.
could say, it's just the people. Like,
Yeah.
I would never have met all of these lovely people if it wasn't for this community bringing us all together. And I've made some really awesome friends here. And I get to see the world through their eyes, which is quite incredible.
That's great. Also, the last thing, most of the people have this question that as someone who wants to, help to the community, so what they can experience at the first day, or what's their expectations from the community?
Well, I think if you want help, there's always room.
Yeah.
Like, that was, I basically just joined a Slack channel and, showed up and said, oh, I can do this. Like, I helped make the Merge Forward t-shirt, so we would be easily visible at the event, because I felt that was something I knew how to do and no one else had, picked that task yet. So I was just like, does people want a t-shirt? Should we do a t-shirt?
Yeah.
So if you have ideas, bring them to the table, and if they're good, people will probably say, yeah, let's do it, and then we can run with it.
Also, the last question is that this Merge Forward community, like the in-person thing, like right now we have this Merge Forward meetup here at the KubeCon. So in future, can we see the Merge Forward meetups will happen in the region as well? Like, we are having the tech meetups, but not really something focused on the Merge Forward. We have the women in tech as well, but not something this where everybody can come.
Well, I would absolutely love to see that.
Yeah.
I would love to see that when you have Cloud Native Days or KCDs all around the world, that there would also be a Merge Forward presence.
Right.
That we would be at those local events, that maybe even get our own kind of
meetups. We have women gathering in all the KubeCons, all the KCDs. So what we can do, we can have this gathering as well in the KCD as well. So people will get to know a lot about this community.
Exactly. I'm at least definitely going to bring it to the Danish one.
Yeah. Please, because that's the only thing. Yeah, because a lot of people is not able to, join the KubeCon, but they are able to join the KCDs and the local meetups. So this is what we can, do in the future.
And I also think we've gotten some of the Cloud Native ambassadors that are also very, pro Merge Forward. And I think that also really helps with just spreading the word, making people aware that we're here.
Yeah.
Also, because if they don't, it can be hard to know what is actually needed, how to do accessibility right. It's not like a one size fits all. And it's hard to know what you need to do if you don't already know, if you haven't had those challenges. And, ask us.
That's right.
That's one of the things we're here for. We're here so you can ask us the questions that you need answers to make more inclusive events, be more inclusive in your communication style, kind of have that reach that is not just tailored to one specific audience, but is, more widely accessible.
That's a great points you have shared here. It was so great, Alexandra, really. And I'm glad that we get to know about the Merge Forward. So, Alexandra, any last message you want to give to our community? Any your your life mantra or something?
Stay happy.
Stay happy.
Find your crowd.
Yeah.
There somewhere.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Alexandra. It was great talking to you.
You too. Thank you for having me.